2K Sports pregame show.
Hey everybody, Ernie Johnson welcoming you to the NBA on 2K Sports. I'm joined by the Diesel, Shaquille O'Neal, and the Jet, Kenny Smith. And tonight, it'll be the 76ers going up against the Clippers. Well, for the Clippers, they lost their first matchup against these guys. This, their final game against them in the regular season, looking to finish with a split. We'll be expecting a major air raid here in tonight's game. Two teams that live and die by the long ball. Shaq, we talk about how great three-point shooting helps you spread the floor. Tell us why that's a good idea.
Ernie, extra space can lead to more open shots. And when the guys are knocking them down, makes it harder to double guys on the block.
But you think about it, Ernie. When you can shoot that three ball, that means the defense has to come out, which creates so many driving lanes and mismatches all over the floor. This is one for the ages.
That's how they beat us in 94, 95.
Oh, we started that.
Yeah.
We started that.
With Kenny's long-range marksmanship.
Yeah.
Game's just about ready to start. I got to send it to Kevin Harlan with the call.
I stopped counting after 7.
That's a record, right?
Yeah, I stopped counting.
Oh, say does that star-spangled banner yet wave o'er the land of the free and the home of the brave?
National Anthem performer Linda Lind, and we're getting ready to go. It's the NBA here on 2K Sports. I'm Kevin Harlan alongside Greg Anthony, Steve Smith, and David Aldridge is joining us from the sideline. Looking at that last game for the Los Angeles Clippers, it was a win against the Pistons in Detroit.
Anytime you come off the bench, you know your role, and that night it was about scoring. Especially on the road, you're hoping for any extra contributions, but for a couple of stretches, there the backups control the game.
And let's go straight over to David Aldridge for a report before the tip-off. Hey, Dave.
Well, guys, DeAndre Jordan shoots with his left hand, but he bowls with his right. He throws with his right, and he finishes with his right around the rim. But he insists he's left-handed. He said, I tried to shoot with my right hand, and it was pretty much the same, maybe worse. I'm going to stick with the left because I've been practicing that for a while. Kevin?
Interesting strategy, DA. Thank you. Jordan shoots a high percentage from the field. You can't fault him for using that logic. And the All-Star game and the fanfare coming up upon us. You've seen so many of them, Steve. Any All-Star game stick out to you as your favorite?
I think the Vince Carter show he put on in Oakland, that definitely stands out. I thought I'd seen it all, Kevin, until some of those dunks Vince was doing.
Amazing.
So I would think that one for sure stuck out for me.
And so here we go, the 76ers to start it. We've got a chance here to set the floor, courtesy of Gatorade, all fueled up and ready to go for this one. And the Clippers, looking at who they've got, the heart of the team at the 4 and the 5, Griffin and Jordan. Rivers out there, Patrick Beverly, and it's Gallinari in at the 3. Here's Griffin after the made shot from Joel Embiid. Outside for Jordan, Rivers in the corner. Jordan sets the pick for Rivers. From deep, Gallinari drills the three-pointer. Gallinari's got his first bucket of the game, and he's on the board for 3. And it's the 76ers with the ball. Last time they met was in Los Angeles, where they beat the Clippers.
And that last one came right down to the wire. The difference for me being the impact they got from their bench. Having that spark off the bench really helped them the last time these two teams battled. We'll see if it'll be there for them again.
Here's Griffin after Ben Simmons' bucket. Griffin kicks to Rivers. The pass to Beverly. It's the teardrop, and they double up Jordan. Embiid with the steal. Here's Gaddis one. The basket good off the assist from Simmons.
And setting the tone early with a strong move to the rack. first quarter, you're really testing the defense, trying to find their weaknesses.
Now here's Beverly. His last outing, 16 points for him. Griffin, green for 2 points. Griffin's got his first points of the night.
Whether it's scoring, passing, or just acting as a decoy, his value to this team cannot be understated.
And there's the feed to Covington. Here's Sharch. Fires it up. Covington's shot is off. Here's Los Angeles now. Oh, Griffin in position. And then Griffin with the dunk.
Yet another way Griffin beats you. Great body control going up over the top.
And the replay presented by Under Armour. Unleash chaos, giving us the chance to enjoy that alley-oop all over again. Here's Pattis one. A 23-point game for him in the win against New Orleans.
He also was very good distributing the basketball, keeping guys involved and engaged all night.
Now here's Rivers, and he misses his first shot.
And really, despite that miss, they've had a solid start offensively. Well, what did Coach tell us? He wanted each guy to contest shots and rebound tonight. That's exactly what we just saw. Oh, you can tell he's frustrated to get that good of a look from three, and he didn't make it.
That's the Dallas one. Good ball movement here by the 76ers. Simmons dishes to Embiid. Pass to Battiston. Up and in, off to an efficient start. 2 for 3 from the field.
And defensively, this is a nightmare. He's already on a roll. Well, obviously, this was the strategy coming in. Feed him the rock and let him go to work.
Now, here's Beverly. Taking a look at his stats, he's averaging around 9.5 points a game. Just 5 to shoot. Here's Gallinari. Loses his man off the screen and lays it up and in. Gallinari's got 5 now.
So much of his offense is perimeter oriented. Good to see Gallinari attack inside.
It's Covington on the wing. Here's the three. Nailed from three-point land. A lot of give and take between these sides early.
And both teams look like they came to play. He should have a good one.
A shot by Jordan, no good.
I'm a fan of anybody who defends that way. I mean, they weren't about to open the door and just allow him to cruise in for a layup.
Now, here's Covington. Taking a look at his stats, he's averaging around 7.5 points a game. Count it, good.
Yeah, good awareness there. He sees an opening and doesn't hesitate. A lot of laziness going on out there. Still early in the game, but that needs to get worked out.
Here's Beverly. He's had some playing time, but no scoring yet from him. Here's the pick. Pick by Griffin. Three-pointer. It's not going to go for him. So Philadelphia will take it the other way. They defeated the Pelicans in their last game.
And the difference on that night is their ability to knock down triples. What they did, they made a serious effort to generate good shots along the perimeter. Extremely accurate. And the Clippers are known as a high wire act, and rightfully so with their stars. This team is also one that can at times lock it down defensively. I don't think they get enough credit for what they do on that side of the ball.
Now, here's Covington. And that one clearly a foul. Gets the whistle and 2 shots coming up. The Clippers not a team known for their defense, but quite often the last few years, it's been the deciding factor for them in games.
Yeah, and I think it starts with the pressure they place on ball handlers. They can throw double teams or pick up far out from the hoop. They've got shot blocking inside to erase mistakes as well. Shoot 2.
That free throw, no good. And he sinks the second. Clippers trail by 8. Now here's Beverly. He hasn't yet put up any points in this one. Jordan with a screen on Covington. To end the run, and it's Gallinari laying it in.
And no knock on the defense. That's Gallinari imposing his will inside.
Simmons passes to Sharich. Dishes to Simmons. Screen by Sharich. Covington kicks to Sharich. 6 to shoot. Shoots over Griffin. The 76ers again can't hit it. LA's gone 1 of 3 from beyond the arc so far in the game. Gallinari dishes to Jordan. Beverly, the pass to Griffin. Hooked away, and the ball goes out of bounds. Last touch by Sharich. And how about a look now at the first-year block leaders in the NBA? Here are the top rookie intimidators. Fourth, Ben Simmons.
And that ability to send shots away at the rim, so highly valued, it takes guts to put yourself in harm's way and contest those finishes.
Primetime's checked in for Sharich. And Los Angeles making a change here as well. Williams, he's checked in for Rivers. Now here's Simmons. An 11-point game for him in the win against New Orleans. It's on target from the high post. Simmons got his second basket of the night.
This is as good as it gets for a first quarter in terms of shooting the basketball.
And Beverly kicks to Jordan. Lobs it up for Jordan. Oh, and they get in the way of the alley-oop. To be good play defensively. Here's Primetime. The basket good off the assist from Simmons. Simmons got his fourth assist in this one.
Yeah, that's too good a look to give him from behind the arc.
So timeout called here, the first for Los Angeles. And Smitty, you retired back in what, 2005? Do you still get a chance to play pickup from time to time?
You know, we play pickup, Kevin. Yes, in 2005 I retired. Guys I get a chance to play with in Atlanta, Dale Davis, Antonio Davis, Charles Oakley, Tony Delk. We have a great group, other than that we're real old and have gray hair. But now it's got ugly and uglier. We play about 1 or 2 games, and we let our kids pick up the rest.
Smitty, I can see maybe speed and quickness going because of age, but I bet the shot is always still pretty much there, correct?
The shot is still there, and the fouling is going up to another level.
Some changes here for the 76ers. The Machines checked in for Joel Embiid. The bodyguard comes in for Robert Covington. And Jared Bayless subbed in for Ben Simmons. And the Clippers with a change here too. Teodosic just checked in. Now here is Gallinari. He had 10 points in the win against the Pistons in Detroit.
You can't forget about how great he was at forcing contact and getting to the line. He racked up a lot of easy points at the line that way. And they've scored several times already here in the first quarter on the inside.
Baddest one passes to Primetime. Here's the Machine. And he makes the bucket through contact and gets the whistle too.
And it just seems that every pass they make is leading to a score. Just great ball movement.
And he's got his first chance at the line here. So, for the Clippers, Willie Reed, he's checked in for DeAndre Jordan. And Decker subbed in for Gallinari. Clippers trail by 12. Here's Teodosic. Pass to Griffin. And there's the foul. It'll go on Jared Bayless. That's his first foul. Here's Griffin, coming off a stellar performance against Detroit. To the middle, and the dunk by Reed.
That's how you play the game. Draw two defenders, kick it out to the wide open man for a bucket.
There's the pass to the body. Back to Bayless for three. Rebound by the Clippers.
And if they know what's good for them, that's the way they'll defend against him every time he takes the ball on the three-point line.
Here's Decker. That's short off the rim.
Allowing no space for the shooter to get. And from the opening tip, they have been in complete control of this one. Dominate on the court, and it's showing up on the scoreboard. Let's see if they can maintain this level of intensity.
Here's Teodosic. He hasn't scored yet. That I'm sure will change. Here's Williams. It's good. He makes his first shot of the game.
Going teardrop, Lou Williams, pulling out all the moves. He's got him.
Baddest one, passes to Bates. Here's the bodyguard. He started by Williams. Good on the triple. And that's 10 points for baddest one.
See, this is how you dictate the flow of the game. He's been lit this quarter.
Decker kicks to Williams. Reed a screen. Williams passes to Teodosic. Good. The nice assist for Williams. Teodosic has got his first bucket of the game, and he's on the board for three. Passes it to Primetime. And then Jim Towers goes right over Blake Griffin.
And when you build a big lead like this, especially early, you have to guard against the letdown.
Yeah, this is where it gets interesting. Do they start to coast, or do they go right for the juggler?
And here are the Clippers now. 76ers getting the bucket. Teodosic, the pass to Griffin. Here's Teodosic, pocket four. Had a chance there to cut it to single digits, but it's off target. Here's the bodyguard. He had a 12-point outing in their last game against New Orleans.
And really setting the tone early with their three-point shooting.
Clippers trail by 15. Here's Teodosic. Got a piece of it. Pass to the machine. He feeds it to Bates. Here's Primetime. They set the screen. The bodyguard. Another three for Philadelphia.
And the defense is in disbelief here. Triple after triple.
1:43 left here in the first quarter. Reed a screen. Oh, Griffin in position. Baddest one. Passes to Primetime. And here we can now take a look at how the ratio was between the threes and the twos last season for Los Angeles.
And they were focused on spreading the floor and getting good looks in three-point range. That was the key to their offense. They put in a lot of work on the perimeter. Shoot two.
And he knocks down the first one. And sometimes it gets started with a hard foul from the other team or a whistle that you felt should have gone the other way. Anger can happen in the NBA. We see it. Emotions are high. It's a passionate game. Smitty, what was the angriest you ever got during a game? I know you competed because you were one of the best competitors I ever saw, but did it ever cross that line of becoming a little bit more gritty, a little bit more angrier?
It did, Kevin. I think one instance for sure. Game 7, Western Conference. Rolled the basketball hard as I could and was fouled by Shaq. They didn't call it. Being flat and laid out and the guys going up and down, we eventually lost that game. That was one I still haven't got over it. And when I see Shaq today, I might not do it, but I want to knock him upside his head because he knew it was a foul. And I knew it was a foul, but it wasn't called.
He is one big man. He looks like he could play right now, as do you, which I think is great about ex-athletes and keeping in shape and staying that way. But Shaq certainly looks like he could play right now.
And I would be a 5 right now trying to guard him. That'll be interesting.
Little mismatch. And he makes the first.
And they've clearly been the aggressors here early on, drawing fouls and working themselves to the line.
And that one goes in. 2 from the line that time. 1:07 left here in the first quarter. Williams dishes to Griffin. Reed a screen. Now here's Decker. D right on him. Feeds to Williams. 5 on the clock. Shot to stop the drought. Eyes again. And it's good on the layup. Williams has got his second basket of the night.
Despite having a small frame, this is a big part of Lou Williams' game. Taking it up strong inside.
McConnell in the corner. A three-pointer off the mark.
And they had some botched coverage that turned into no coverage.
5 seconds separating the shot and game clocks. Griffin's shot is off.
Oh, and that would have been a spectacular alley-oop. Really difficult to get the timing right on those long ones.
Redick for 3. Bangs home the trifecta. Redick's got himself going with the triple, his first basket of the game. There's Williams. And the defense really pressing up on him. Made that a tough shot. And the buzzer sounds to end the first, and we've got a blowout underway here. 76ers ahead, just dominating this one. And the second quarter about to get started. We'll be back in just a moment. And Austin Rivers on the dock was the head coach, of course, of the Clippers, and he talked about what it's like to play for his dad.
And I think it's because we've always had that type of relationship where he's always kind of just been a father/coach. So now he's a coach at work and off the floor, he's a father.
Always an entertaining dynamic when you have a father coaching his son. We've seen it in college basketball a few times in the past, most recently at UCLA, but this is a first in the NBA.
It looks like it doesn't make any difference in the case of Doc and Austin Rivers. He's just one of the Clippers, and Doc doesn't treat him any different.
Welcome back, everyone. A lopsided first quarter in the books already as we start the second quarter. And guys, what's your take so far in Philadelphia?
So far, they've been active scoring the basketball, built up a little lead here, and looking good.
The play calling has been perfect, backed up by beautiful execution. They've certainly captured the moment in that first quarter.
Here are the 5 the Clippers have to start the second. Teodosic out there with Austin Rivers. Then it's Decker. Then it's Williams. And it's Reed in at the 5, warming the pace. All right, let's catch up with our sideline reporter, David Odom.
Well, we know the Clippers are one of the best teams in the league, but are they good enough to win it all? Coach Doc Rivers talked about overcoming the super teams they face. He said the big 3 in Boston, put them together, bam, we won. He had Miami, Golden State. But there are teams that still poke through. Dallas did it, and that's what we're trying to do. Kevin?
And with Doc in control, the Clippers, DA, will always be in contention for a title. Thanks so much for that terrific report. Here's the machine following the score by Lou Williams. Here's the bodyguard. He started by Williams. And the wide open shot from Redick. Hangs it from downtown. Redick's got 6.
And they're getting their points now almost exclusively from the triple. 4 of their last 5 makes are from beyond the arc.
Now here's Rivers. An 11-point game for him in the win against Detroit. Buries it from 3-point range.
And that's from beyond, guys. Right back at you.
This is looking more like an all-star game right now. Everyone launching from range.
Here's Holmes. He's been patient so far. Nothing yet on the scoreboard. Here's the 3. Another 3 for Philadelphia.
How about the passing? They are moving the ball with without any thought, without any individual agenda.
And Doc Rivers, Steve, a coach who has one of the rare distinctions of being traded from one team to another. This, of course, happened when the Celtics traded him to the Los Angeles Clippers.
I mean, Kevin, this was so odd. Doc Rivers was worth a first-round draft pick in the 2015 draft for the Clippers. Rivers asked to be moved as he didn't want to go through the rebuilding process what the Celtics had in front of them.
Here's what Philadelphia's going with right now. Johnson, he's checked in for the machine. And Simmons subbed in for the bodyguard.
You talk about effort from Jordan. He's doing that magnificently. He's a handful on the glass.
And Redick kicks to Johnson. Back to Redick over Rivers. The shot by Redick, no good.
And that's a surprise. He's usually deadly from mid-range.
Gallinari up top. He's covered by McConnell. Gallinari attacking, and it goes down 2 points. 9 points in the game so far.
The slashing ability of Gallinari. They like to put the ball in his hands and let him go to work.
They set the pick. McConnell passes to Simmons. For the three. He's now 1 for 2 with that bucket.
Their third three-pointer in a row.
And the Clippers call time here. And so many great young players around the NBA right now, Steve. If you were starting a franchise, who would you look to build around?
I mean, there's some guys. I mean, Anthony Davis, Karl Anthony Towns. Joel Embiid is one of those guys I think has a chance to be a superstar. There's so many guys. Giannis Antetokounmpo for sure. And I think a guy, a name I'm going to throw out there, Devin Booker. I think one day he's going to get a chance to be a franchise player.
His dad played in the league. You're right. That's a good name to keep track of.
It's hard to disagree with the timeout here as the team badly needs to regain focus. They're out of sync offensively, way too many turnovers, and looking frustrated. They need to get back to their pace, their brand of basketball.
And let's check out some stats. Here are the numbers for Beverly. Averaging 9 points per game, 5 assists, and 5 rebounds. And guys, he's making winning plays. It's as simple as that. Not a star player per se, but he makes his presence felt.
And the numbers, they back it up. Whether he can sustain this level of production, we don't know. But the arrow's pointing upward right now. You know, and I'll tell you, he's got nothing here in the second quarter after just one made shot in the first.
McConnell kicks to Simmons. And Simmons slams it in.
And Simmons loves jamming it through, relentless in his attack of the cup.
Here's Beverly. No scoring yet from him, but that's likely to change. Gallinari outside. Rivers in the corner. Jordan the screen. Rivers against Redick. A nice shot by Rivers.
How about that move? Is this guy special or what? Just love watching him operate inside.
Holmes has a screen. Kicks to Simmons. And the layup good off the glass. Simmons got 8.
And what skill from Simmons. A total genius at reading the defense and exploiting them in the paint.
Now, here is Reed. He's averaging around 5.5 points a game. Gallinari outside. That's Gallinari again missing.
In this first half, he is really falling in love with the three. So far, not paying dividends.
Johnson dishes to Simmons. McConnell kicks to Johnson. And so he draws the foul on the shot. A trip to the line to shoot 2.
And that versatility that Johnson offers has a huge upside. He's mobile and strong enough that he can defend either front court position, and that's a great tool for any team to have.
First trip to the free throw line for him in this one.
Gentlemen,
2 shots. 2 shots.
He misses the free throw. And the 76ers with some changes. Embiid comes in for Rashawn Holmes. And Robert Covington subbed in for T.J. McConnell. And the second free throw, good. Los Angeles has gotten into trouble with the 3 ball in the second quarter, only hitting 1 of 5 attempts. Jordan the screen, Gallinari wide open, again Los Angeles.
He'll do this to you all day. Gallinari working off the ball, getting the look he wants.
Embiid the screen. It's going to be 2 free throws, drew contact on the shot.
I mean, even from over here, you can see that one pretty clearly.
The 76ers have gone 7 of 9 from the free throw line tonight.
Taking 2 shots.
Shooting 2.
First free throw is good. And Smitty, with your perspective from your years in the league, as you watch the game now, what are some of the things you most enjoy watching or paying attention to when you watch an NBA game?
I think different. You know, back in my day, it was more the 1, 2, the third option. Guys on the team, they got the basketball the majority of the time. I love the way now guys move the basketball around. It gets to the 5th option, and those guys are a threat. And also, those guys knock down more big shots now. Not just the superstars. So just watching the game evolve to more of a team game, it's a joy to watch, Kevin.
Is there better coaching now, you think, overall, Steve, than when you played? I mean, that's not an indictment of the coaches that you had, but is there more of it now? Is there better coaching or bigger staffs for sure?
I think it was better coaching back in my day, but I think the philosophies have changed right now. I think they have better philosophies on how to approach the game, but I think overall it was better coaching in my day.
That's a very good answer. That free throw good from Gallinari. And as good as Gallinari can be on the offensive side, Greg, he's a bit of a runaway player.
Yeah, and Gallinari is best in a situation where you can kind of hide him on defense. You want him out there on the floor due to his genius in terms of the offensive game, but he can't hang with most starting caliber forwards defensively. And now he's taken a solid opening in the quarter and built on it here in the second.
Los Angeles calls timeout.
Yeah, I mean, just wants to make sure everybody's on the same page here going forward.
You know, sometimes the best way to approach it, let your guys know what they're doing well and give them 1 or 2 things that they could have done better.
Checked in for the 76ers. And a switch here also for the Clippers. Blake Griffin, he's checked in for Reed. Covington against Gallinari. And no good, trying to use the glass.
Yeah, blown opportunity after the two-man game creates a terrific look.
That's how it's drawn up. That is everything but the finish.
How many times have we seen a possession like that from them today? Ending with a basket, coming off a pretty pass.
Beverly, the pass to Jordan. There's the pick. Over to the wing. Griffin attacking.
Griffin doesn't do it as often anymore, but he is still one of the top dunkers in the league. He just rises up and finishes with a lot of power. There was a time when he was good for a poster dunk every game.
For Los Angeles, they have made their only other free throw attempt today in an earlier trip to the line. Free throw missing.
You know what? He has insane athleticism, Blake Griffin. But you see the reason why he's become a franchise player. He's added the mid-range game, and he can pass it.
And he's good on the second. 76ers have gone 8 of 10 from the field here in the second quarter. You've got to like how they've shot the ball. Johnson the screen. Here's Pattis one. And misses it off the right side of the rim. And Steve Griffin's still a fantastic dunker, as you said, but it's something he's done less and less as he's grown as a player.
Yeah, you think of him, and you will, as one of the best dunkers of all time, but he's not really doing that a lot anymore. It's better for his game long term to switch off trying to slam it home every time and just play the game at a great level.
Now, here's going up. He's got 14. The dish to Griffin. Blanketed by the D. Fights to the rim for the layup. Griffin's got 9.
In the low post, Blake is getting comfortable. What he does is catches it, sizes you up, and goes right into your chest.
And the screen. An easy layup after coming off the pick. 12 points for Pattis one.
That's all confidence right there. He knows he's in a groove, and they've got this team on his heels.
Jordan the screen. Rivers kicks to Jordan. Yep, that one goes. Jordan's got 4 points now in the quarter.
One of the most devastating finishes in the game. DeAndre Jordan makes it look easy.
The pass to Pattis. And that comes off the assist by Jared Bayless. Bayless has got 3 assists tonight.
And each bucket at this point feels like a backbreaker.
Showing no mercy. Double-digit lead and still putting it on him.
Now here's Jordan. They look to him for part of their offensive attack. Right now he averages nearly 12 points a game. A nice shot by Rivers.
And that's from beyond, guys. Right back at you.
This is looking more like an all-star game right now. Everyone launching from range.
Here's Covington. He's got 7. There's a screen. Here's Pattis one. There's the feed to Covington. Fires from deep. Another 3 for Philadelphia.
He has that swag going on right now. When the defense steps back on him, he loves taking advantage of it.
Beverly dishes to Griffin. Back to Beverly. Good ball movement here by the Clippers. Shot clock at 6. Here's Griffin. The rebound by Johnson. Now here's Bayless. D right on him. Off with the layup. LA's gotten cold from deep in the second quarter. Just 2 of 6 from long range. Jordan the screen. Jordan sets the pick for Rivers. And he's fouled pretty hard on that shot, but he's got the chance to pick up the points at the line. You think back to the start of Austin Rivers' NBA career, and you see just how far he's come as a player. Has always had the physical skills and speed, but has made big leaps, I think, Steve, in his play.
You know what? You're right, Kevin. Looking back at his rookie year, he just seemed overwhelmed. But now he's on the floor, he looks in complete control. game has slowed down for him. He has become a much more efficient player.
And the first one at the line is good.
And they're getting to the line a lot in this quarter, guys, and it hasn't been by accident.
And the 76ers will go for a different look here. The Machines checked in for Joel Embiid. Sharge comes in for Amir Johnson. Primetime's checked in for Robert Covington. And the Bodyguards subbed in for Baddest One. Rivers hits both of them. Well, you have to give a lot of credit to Austin Rivers for how he has improved since his rookie season.
And one big reason for Rivers earning his spot is his improved efficiency. Had trouble shooting from the mid-range and out early on, and worked on that part of his game, which opened up everything else for his skills. I mean, if you're looking to get back into this game, you have to get tougher defensively.
To the paint. Oh, a nice defensive play to disrupt the alley-oop. Here's the Bodyguard. We've got 1:48 left in the second quarter. Here's Primetime. The Machine passes to Primetime. From deep. The shot misses. So Los Angeles will take it the other way. So it's off to Brooklyn after this game as they have the Nets to look forward to. 7-game road trip continues for them. That'll be game number 3. Decker passes to Taylor Dosich. Down to 5 on the shot clock. Rivers in the corner. Los Angeles with another miss. Philadelphia's shooting has been just fantastic, around 65% tonight, getting exactly what they want, when they want it. Primetime, the pass to the body. And he's fouled on the shot. One free throw coming up.
Yeah, he earned that one. I mean, taking the hit and still able to get that one to go down.
First trip to the free throw line for him tonight.
Gotta admire what he's been able to do at the free throw line this season. How about over 90%?
And the Clippers making a change here. Johnson's checked in.
One shot.
.58 seconds left in the first half. Out to the right wing. They double team Griffin. He dishes it to Decker. Griffin against Sharich. Outside Williams for the 3. Hits the 3-point bomb. Williams has got 5 points in the quarter.
Making a dent in this deficit. He's been on point tonight.
Passes it to Primetime. Screen by Sharich. Here's the Bodyguard. Back to Sharich. Out to the right wing. Here's the Bodyguard. Misses off the left iron. Here's the Clippers. Decker kicks to Williams. Back to Decker. Johnson dishes to Williams. Now the 76ers on the break. Oh, and that one, no question, powered it down.
Well, there you go. One team operating on all cylinders at both ends. Steals, fast break buckets, and the other team in scramble mode.
And so a pretty lopsided game for the first half. 76ers on top, running away with it. And a chance now to send it over to David Aldridge, standing by courtside. David.
Kevin, thanks. Doc, you got fouls right now with the starters. Will you have to rest them and play your bench guys more?
Well, we're going to have to, so whether I have trust or not, and I do, they're going to play regardless.
You're going to have to pick your guys up right now. Thanks, Doc. Back to you, Kevin.
Thank you, David, and we'll be right back after halftime to start the third quarter. See you in just a bit.
And now, the 2K Sports Halftime
The
Show.
first half in the books. This is Ernie Johnson. This is Shaquille O'Neal. This is Ken Smith. Welcome back.
Ken?
Ken, as we break down the action. Taking a look at the 76ers. Kenny?
Well, we can't look past the huge contribution their benches provided. They've got this lead mainly because of the injection of energy and offense that they got from their reserves. That's what a coach wants to see. I'm guessing the minutes will be spread out a little bit in the second half.
And over to Shaq. Now your take on the Clippers.
Not pretty to watch how they get torched in the low post, Ernie. When they were playing defense in the post, you know me, Ernie. Barbecue chicken alert, barbecue chicken alert. This team is going to have to up the pressure, play more physical in the second half, start a fight, throw some bowls, let's go.
And we're just about ready for the start of the third quarter. Kevin Harlan standing by. We'll see you.
Welcome back, everyone, to the start of the second half. Big margin on our hands, but we'll see if that gap narrows down in the third and fourth quarters. You know, baddest one has been exceptional here, guys.
And they haven't needed a lot of shots to get their points. Just tremendous efficiency here in the first half.
What I love watching is they are working for high percentage looks and cashing in when they get them.
Welcome back, everybody. Third quarter just about to get going here in what has been so far a runaway game. Dario Saric is out there with Embiid. Then there's Baddest One. Then there's Ben Simmons. And it's Covington in at the 3 slot. That's the group on the floor for Philadelphia.
Defense all over Blake Griffin, but his ability to rise above them, that was the difference.
Dishes to Saric. Here's the screen. Outside, Simmons. Over Beverly. Jordan with the rebound. Jordan's got 4 rebounds now tonight. Rivers passes to Beverly. And here's Rivers. Back to Beverly. 5 on the clock. Sinks the three-pointer. Beverly's got himself going with the triple, his first basket of the game.
That's what they expect from Patrick Beverly. Knock you down to spot up Jay.
Screen by Saric. Pass to Covington. There's the 3. The basket good off the assist from Simmons. Simmons got 6 assists in the game.
And until someone stops him, he's just going to continue to keep firing from distance.
He does a great job, in my opinion, of finding space along the perimeter and has the touch to knock these down.
We're making this a runaway.
And the only question for me right now is just how big the lead will eventually become.
He kicks to Covington. Philadelphia moving the ball around. Baddest one. And it's out of bounds. The 76ers able to retain possession here. And a look here at the scoring trend over the last several months for him.
Look, sometimes you go up, sometimes down, and the trend has been on the downward side in terms of his average points per game. And a variety of factors can be the culprit. And a lot of times you focus on the efficiency more than just pure point output.
Just over a minute and a half played here in the third. Here's Embiid. Nice form on the 20-footer. The Clippers shooting 53% from the floor. They're locked in. Griffin a screen on Simmons. Oh, Griffin in position. And then Griffin with the dunk.
Blake is deadly as the picker in the pick and roll situation. Reason why, when he rolls, he catches it. He covers so much ground.
Great way to see the alley-oop. That replay courtesy of Under Armour. Another Unleash Chaos moment. Now, here's Covington. 13 points in the game. And there's the call on Joel Embiid. That's foul number 2 for him. Clippers have gone 3 of 3 from the field since halftime. And Beverly kicks to Griffin. Second half of play with just under 2.5 minutes gone. Covington against Rivers. And it goes out of bounds. That one off Covington. And the Clippers call time here. You have to like what we're seeing from Baddest One.
You know, this is the right move. Maybe a break in the action will cool him down.
Let's bring up the 2K leaderboard to see the best up-tempo teams in the league.
You really got to admire their conditioning. I mean, it takes a major commitment to play that fast-breaking style, and they are all in.
Here's Beverly over Simmons. And it's Beverly missing.
The right thing there to stay that tight on him and really try to keep him out of his comfort zone.
And is out of bounds to the Clippers as the Clippers retain possession.
And with the pause here, how about the stats for Rivers? Averaging 13 points per game, 4 assists, and 2 rebounds. And guys, he's making winning plays. It's as simple as that. Not a star player per se, but he makes his presence felt.
And the numbers, they back it up. Whether he can sustain this level of production, we don't know. But the arrow's pointing upward right now.
So he gets the whistle, contact on the way up, and 2 shots coming up. For Philadelphia, they have been getting it done at the line, 10 for 12.
And they've had really good numbers all season from the free throw line.
Free throw drops for Covington. And both free throws good for Covington. The Clippers have gone 3 of 6 in the third quarter, 50% from the field. And he's fouled pretty hard on that shot, but he's got the chance to pick up the points at the line. And we all know Blake Griffin, Steve, is a scoring forward, but he has a very well-rounded game. Besides being an excellent ball handler, he is also one of the best passing bigs in the NBA.
I agree. He's done a nice job of improving in that area. Being able to pass out of the post, pass off the dribble, has a great sense of timing, and could put a pass exactly where he wants.
Good shot.
That's good from Blake Griffin. Good on both. Right around 3 minutes into the second half. Here's Baddest One. He's guarded by Rivers. Here's Sharch. They set the pick. And Griffin sends it back. Oh, Griffin in position. Embiid with the steal. Sharch dishes to Covington. It's hauled in by Los Angeles. Jordan's got 5 rebounds tonight. And the rejection by Embiid. Simmons left side. Pass to Covington. Good ball movement here by the 76ers. Screen by Sharich. Here's Embiid. That's going to be 2 free throws. Drew contact on the shot. This is his first chance at the line tonight.
Joel Embiid at the line for 2.
Well, free throw drops for Embiid. And the 76ers with some changes. Rashawn Holmes, he's checked in for Sharich. Redick comes in for baddest one. And it's T.J. McConnell in for Robert Covington. Reed, he's checked in for the Clippers. And Embiid drops them both.
And if they continue, Kevin, their outstanding free throw shooting, that'll help them seal the deal.
Beverly, the pass to Rivers. Jordan, the screen. Here's the floater. And that one's good. Beverly's got 5 points now this quarter.
You talk about a player who never backs down. Beverly unbothered by the good deed.
Shot off the pick. Shoots. Another miss by Philadelphia. For Los Angeles, they've gone an even 50% from the floor here in the third quarter. 4 of 8. Rivers kicks to Beverly. Reed a screen. Now here's Beverly. He's tightly guarded. Rivers can't get it to go.
His lack of consistency with his shot tonight, it's held him back.
The pass to Holmes. From downtown, good. And McConnell gets the assist. Holmes got himself on the board with 3 there.
What a valuable asset to the offense, having a big with that kind of range.
Reed a screen. A floater. And Jordan gets it to go. Jordan's got 6.
And defensively, they are on their heels every time the ball comes inside.
Embiid with it. He's picked up by Jordan. Here's McConnell. Another 3 for Philadelphia.
And really, as the 3-pointers keep dropping, you get the sense that the frustration is mounting for the defense.
Reed a screen. Feeds to Gallinari. Can't connect from short range. Philadelphia's gotten going here in the second half from outside, nailing 3 of 4 from the arc. And there's the whistle on the shot. Took the foul, shot misses. He'll be shooting 2.
At the line, Rashawn Holmes. At the line for 2.
That free throw good from Holmes. Primetime's checked in for the 76ers. The bodyguard comes in for Simmons. The Clippers also making some changes. Williams comes in for Austin Rivers. And Teodosic subbed in for Patrick Beverly. And that's good as he hits both of his shots. Clippers have gone just a bit under 50% from the field since halftime. 5 out of 11. Oh, and they get in the way of the alley-oop. Not to be. Good play defensively. Now McConnell. He has 6. Taken away by Williams. Here's Gallinari. Good, and it's Williams who picks up the assist. 16 points for Gallinari.
This is what happens when you're good on the drive, and everyone knows it. Gallinari creates space with the pull-up.
The offensive rebound. Pass to Primetime. Now, here's Holmes. The top of the key jumper is on the mark. Holmes got 7 points for the quarter.
Sharing the basketball. Plenty of guys talk about it, but not everyone does it.
There's the screen. Teodosic, the pass to Jordan. He feeds it to Gallinari. Hits the outside fadeaway. Gallinari's got 18 points.
With a hand in his face, Gallinari showing great confidence and composure.
Here's the bodyguard. Gallinari covering. Yep, that one goes in there.
And just carrying over from his last game. Completely dialed in. You can sense his confidence.
I totally agree. Heat check after heat check. He realizes, man, I'm still hot.
Read a screen. From deep, Williams. The Clippers keep it alive.
A slight rebound advantage for them. One more column in their favor, and it's all adding up.
No good on that one. Clippers have gotten half their shots to drop in the second half up to this point, going 7 of 14. Picked by Williams. Here's Reed. Pass to Teodosic. Launches a three, and Gallinari with the three. Gallinari's got 21 in the game.
You know, he's taking control offensively. We know Gallinari can carry the load as a primary scorer.
That's a point guard playing like a power forward.
And he can do a little bit of everything out there.
He is not scared of anybody. He knows he can play amongst the big boys, and he showed it.
Teodosic, the pass to Williams. Kicks it to Gallinari. To the inside. And that one is hammered home.
Here he comes, and there he goes.
Oh, look at him punish that rim. Here's Teodosic. He's covered by McConnell. Jordan sets the pick for Gallinari. Williams for three. They get it back. Jordan. And that one is good with the extra effort on the glass. Jordan's got 4 this quarter.
The effort from the defense was there, but DeAndre is just too strong.
LA's gone 2 of 5 with a three-point shot since coming out of the break. Teodosic, the pass to Jordan. Here's over Holmes. Foul call that time on the way up. That'll give him 2 chances at the free throw line here.
And for DeAndre Jordan, he doesn't do a lot of things on the floor, but what he does do, he does extremely well, in my opinion. One of the best dunkers and finishers inside. He's also a fantastic rebounder on both ends. Shoot 2.
Free throw good, Jordan. And with Jordan, it's not a knock to say he doesn't do too much. You know, Steve, he knows exactly what he's got to do and how to execute it. He's very much a classic center.
Yeah, he is. He's a throwback center, and he stays within himself. But what he does at an elite level is rim protection, rebounding, and finishing.
Here's what Philadelphia's going with right now. The machine comes in for Rashawn Holmes. And Jared Bayless subbed in for T.J. McConnell.
And even though they're down, they are putting on a show at the free throw line.
The bodyguard passes to Bayless. Here's prime time. Reed covering. And the free ball is good. And that's 19 points for the bodyguard.
First 3 of the half, second of the game. Can he heat up?
There's the dish to Decker. Jordan the screen. And a lot of contact on that one, so he'll shoot 2 here. We take a second here to take a look at the shot chart for the Clippers.
And it's really been a tremendous night. He's been efficient. He's been a major driving force in this offense. And it's no small task to try to slow him down. Once he gets rolling, like we've seen in this game so far, watch out.
Shoot 2.
First one calls for. And the Clippers making a switch here. Griffin's checked in. And so he's able to get 1 of 2. Philadelphia's got more than a 50% success rate on their three-pointers since halftime. They're 4 of 7. Here's the machine, guarded by Jordan. Another 3 for Philadelphia.
And since halftime, they have been locked and loaded from beyond.
Yeah, forcing defenders to come out and guard them, which could open up driving lanes if they want to take advantage of that.
Now here's Williams. He's got 9. It's deflected, and they'll keep possession. And Jordan gets it to go.
And not relying at all on the three-point shot. They may want to rethink about stretching the defense a bit like they did in that first half.
Bayless's shot is off.
Boy, this is rough on him. He wants to help out the team, which is playing well otherwise, but his shot just isn't there.
Griffin passes to Taylor Dosich. Jordan the screen. Williams for 3. Count it. Number 5 from the floor this game. He's now 5 of 11.
Quick feet, quick release. Hard to check Lou Williams from beyond the arc.
To the wing right side. Griffin with the steal. The feed to Williams. Over Reddick. That's good from Williams on the assist by Griffin. Griffin's got 3 assists now in this one.
Not to be denied, you see the defender closing out. Williams pays him no mind.
There's a good screen. Not a hand on it. 52 seconds left in the third. Decker dishes to Jordan. Oh, Griffin in position. Trying to go for an alley-oop, but excellent defense and anticipation there to stop it. The machine. Here's the bodyguard. 19 points in the game. The shot's good from Bayless. There's 31 seconds left to play in the third. Dishes to Decker. He kicks it to Griffin. They get a hand on it. Jordan sets the pick for Griffin. And that's going to be too many steps. Gets the whistle on the travel.
And you don't need the big play. Right now, you just need the smart one.
This is what desperation can do. You start to play outside of yourself, making a bad situation worse.
To the left wing. Here's the bodyguard. Buries the long-range jumper. The bodyguard's got 12 points here in the second half.
He's been locked in all night, and he's taking good shots.
Here's Teodosic, and it's good. Assisting on the play was Williams. Williams has got 3 assists now in this one. And at the end of the third quarter, a huge lead in this one may already have been decided. Philadelphia ahead, delivering the blowout. And do not go away, as we'll be back in just a few moments with the start of our fourth quarter coming up next. And now we take a look back to Doc Rivers talking to his team from his huddle.
The little mistakes, the only reason they got this lead, you knew they were going to come out hard, all right? Even with that, it's more hard mistakes that are getting them this lead, all right? We want to attack right here.
That makes a lot of sense. You want to attack every possession you get, and Doc Rivers certainly doesn't want turnovers to derail those efforts.
And guys, it's a fine line between playing aggressive and playing out of control. That's the trap that a coach wants to keep his team from falling into.
And we're rolling here again with the fourth quarter. Might not come down to the wire, but you never know. Setting the floor for the Clippers. They've got Decker. Evans out there with Jackson. Then it's Johnson, and it's Moore in at the small forward position. The 11-footer, again, Los Angeles.
And just enough wiggle room to get off his shot.
You know, going up against size, you know you have to get separation. Nice move from mid-range.
Now here's Shorich. Baddest one, passes to the machine. Fires from deep. He is hauled in by Los Angeles. And pushing it up, here's Los Angeles. Those 3-pointers off the mark. 76ers shooting is beautiful right now. 60% for the game. Pretty much everyone out there has been stroking it. And Los Angeles guys shooting 53% from the floor. They're locked in. And count it. And a chance for one more at the free throw line.
Yeah, heard the whistle and then kept his focus and able to still knock it down.
And this is the first season where we have ads on jerseys in the NBA with the teams. Gut reaction, Steve, now that you've seen the ads on the jerseys, how do you feel about it?
You know, Kevin, I don't like it because I know it's going to start to add up. Well, we're not going to be able to see the player's name and the logos. It's just going to be ads everywhere. I understand it, but I don't like it.
You know, I can see it for practice jerseys. I can see it maybe when you're selling it retail to the fans. But, I mean, isn't there enough advertising already? I mean, that's one of the great things about keeping it as pure as possible. I get the European deal, but there's so much money here, it would seem like this is just an add-on that doesn't need to be added on.
Kevin, I'm totally agreement with you. I think practice jerseys, like you said, selling the jerseys maybe, but I think also maybe at the All-Star game, you can fill those guys up for that one game. But I would love to keep it pure, give the chance to just see those uniforms the way they are.
Here's Johnson. Philadelphia getting their last shot to go. He dishes it to Jackson. Johnson with a screen on Johnson. 4 on the clock. Jackson misses. Philadelphia has gotten off to an 0 for 2 start from downtown here in the fourth quarter. Pass to Johnson. Evans with the steal. On the wing, Jackson. It's tipped. Covington with the steal. Here's baddest one, guarded by Jackson. Off target with his 3.
You know, this is a time when you don't have to force anything. You're in command of this game.
Here's Decker, got a piece of it, and it goes out of bounds. That one off Covington. And Simmons is checked in for the machine. Here's Moore. Outside Jackson. Johnson the screen. 6 on the shot clock. Jackson misses. For Philadelphia, they've gone 2 for 5 on field goal attempts in the fourth quarter. And it's Sharch that time on the assist from Covington.
That's their 3rd straight make off an assist.
And Los Angeles guys shooting at 51%. Really solid. Evans, a screen on Covington. And Moore kicks to Jackson. Drains it from beyond the arc.
Wow, something's brewing, guys. The 3-pointers just continue to flow.
Left side, Sharch. Stolen by Decker. It's stolen by Sharch. Out in his zone on the break. Here's baddest one. That counts. He's put up 13 shots, and he's had 8 of those go in.
Well, the first thought from the D there was to protect the rim, so good idea to take the 3 in transition.
And there's the pass to it. Over Simmons. And it's Evans missing. Philadelphia has gotten just 1 of 4 3-pointers to go down for them here in the fourth. They bucket in no time at all. Baddest one's got 23.
Had that one in his sights, 2. His 5th triple of the game, 2nd this half.
Decker dishes to Jackson. And it's Philadelphia with the rebound. Baddest one's got 6 rebounds in the game.
And I'll tell you, the sooner this quarter can end, the happier he'll be. It's been tough making shots.
All these open 3s they're giving up have really been the driving force on this run.
Johnson against Moore. Well, each player has their strengths and their weaknesses, Smitty. When you played, what did you feel was your greatest strength as a player? And maybe the one area that held you back a little bit.
I think basketball IQ, being able to shoot the basketball, versatility. And then I think the one thing that held me back, I wish I was more athletic. I really wish I could jump, Kevin, high like a lot of these guys, because I think that gives you an advantage if you have both the IQ, the versatility, and athleticism.
Gentlemen, 2 shots.
Loose shot.
And he knocks down the first one. And Philadelphia making a change here. McConnell's checked in. And the Clippers with a change here too. Reed's checked in. He doesn't get the second one. Here's Philadelphia. They're on a 13-4 run. Here's Pattis one. Good on the triple. Pattis one's got 14 points now in the second half.
That's a dozen straight points coming off the triple.
There's a good screen. And Moore kicks to Reed. Decker with it. With the floater, and the layup is good. Decker's got 5 points now this quarter.
The beauty of the teardrop, very difficult to really contest.
Johnson at the elbow. McConnell with it. Evans is there. So he gets the whistle. Contact on the way up, and 2 shots coming up. Well, the NBA has taken great strides to ensure a competitive balance, Steve, over the past decades, but they have a long way to go to achieve complete parity. I don't know that it can ever be done. How do you feel about the current competitive balance of the league right now?
You know, I think it's good, but Kevin, you're totally right. You can't get complete parity. You're going to have injuries, and I think when you have injuries, it changes the whole dynamic of these teams. So far, so good for me. I think there's a lot of balance. Good teams are good for a while, and then it always shifts and changes. I think we're in good hands right now.
And the first one drops. Rashawn Holmes, he's checked in for the 76ers. So he gets them both. Clippers have gone 4-10 here in the final period. Not the time to go cold. Now, here's Decker, defended by Covington.
Even from over here, you could see that one pretty clearly.
Shooting for Los Angeles. Sam Decker. 2 shots.
Gentlemen, 2 shots. 2 shots.
That one is off. Well, in the last half-decade or so, the NBA, Steve, has realized the true value of the corner 3, and now offenses all over the league are designed to take advantage of it. Part of that is because it's just closer to the rim than any other three-pointer.
Yeah, you're right, and you should. I mean, when you have a 3-point arc, yes, the corner 3s are going to be shorter, and it's harder from a guy to shoot from straight on. But when you have a guy that can shoot it straight on, you can see the dynamics of a team defensively. It's hard to cover. But I don't think the NBA should widen the court because of the value of the corner 3. That's a part of the game.
Should the lane be widened? Should we talk about the court and making all the 3s the same length? About the lane?
Well, I think you can widen the lane if you change the defensive rules, because right now you're allowed to play zone. If you went back to man-to-man, yes, I think you should widen it. But teams are allowed to play zone. I think the value of keeping it the same helps the defense a little bit more.
Just 5 on the clock. It's deflected. It's stolen by Johnson. And now the 76ers on the break. Shoots it. And again, it's Philadelphia.
Man, that's another fast break bucket. And this is the pace, though, guys, that's been working for them.
They are winning the battle in transition. Look for them to keep pushing the tempo.
Now here's Johnson. Top of the key, Decker. Evans, right side. Decker with a screen for Evans. Shoots over Covington. Evans, good.
Excellent use of the screen there to free himself up and create space to make the open J.
Philadelphia's gone 4-7 with the long ball here in the fourth quarter. So the wing on the left from outside the arc. And it's Reed pulling it down. For Los Angeles, they've gone 5 of 11 from the field in the fourth quarter. Evans outside. Clippers moving the ball around. Johnson the screen, near the three-point line. It's Moore. Can't hit that one. So Philadelphia will take it the other way. Next up for them, the Knicks coming out here to play. And they've been enjoying this long homestand. That will be game 4 of 5 in a row at home. Now here's Evans, and there's the foul. It'll go on T.J. McConnell. That is his first foul of the game. And the demands of NBA basketball, no secret. The league has taken measures, Steve, to allow players more time for rest, which is good, and more time for recovery, which is better. Less back-to-backs. Do you think more can be done and should be done in those areas?
You know, I know the league is looking at it. The less back-to-backs is fantastic, and I think they're looking at the travel and the recovery. So as more and more they can limit back-to-backs, I think that helps guys recover. I think guys get a chance to be ready to go. Because playing a back-to-back is extremely hard, and I think guys on their own are doing a lot to be able to take care of their bodies in the off-season. So I think both players and league are doing a fantastic job.
Here's Baddest one. Clippers able to drain the three. Johnson in the corner. Reed with the steal. Here's Moore. And off the front iron, and in it goes.
And he is really in a zone right now, playing and scoring with confidence.
Here's Baddest one. Here's the bodyguard. Passes the Baddest one. Out to the wing. Here's the bodyguard. Good from the moment it left his hand. That makes him 10 for 14.
And they've gotten very aggressive on the offensive glass here in the second half, getting a lot of second chance points.
Pass to Teodosic. Johnson outside. Reed a screen, and it's Moore penetrating. Loses his man off the screen and lays it up and in. Moore's got 10 points in just the second half. McConnell passes to Johnson. Back to McConnell. They set the screen. Pass the Baddest one. Fires for three. The rebound by Johnson. Los Angeles has gone 2 of 3 in the fourth quarter from long range. Good shooting so far. Inside. The pass to Teodosic. Reed a screen. And here's Moore outside. And another three for the Clippers.
And all those second chance points have given them a boost here in the second half. And that's a great way to cut into the lead.
Passes it to the bodyguard. And here's McConnell. Johnson the screen. Here's Baddest one. Good. And McConnell gets the assist. And that's now 35 points for Baddest one.
Not shy from outside. There's no doubt about that. Spreading the floor and getting them up.
Moore dishes to Decker. Johnson the screen. Here's Teodosic. Tried to come right back with the three of his own, but it's no good. Baddest one, and a strong finish with two hands.
Is it any surprise that he's been hitting everything out there? You want the ball in his hands as much as possible.
LA's won 3 of 5 from beyond the arc since the final quarter's gotten underway. And Moore kicks to Reed. Reed a screen. Here's Johnson. Rebounded by Holmes. Holmes got his 4th rebound with that last one here tonight. Here's the bodyguard. Fouled in the act of shooting. A 3-point play chance coming up.
And a high percentage look there. And he takes full advantage. Bumps up the lead.
Yeah, the lead now is double digits. Some tricky matchups out there. Not a lot of solutions.
Well, Steve, with the rise of NBA message boards and increased coverage from beat writers, NBA players have plenty of opportunity to read up on opinions of what people are saying about that player. Is this something that is impossible to avoid? And do some players read fan opinions about themselves? Are they reading these critiques?
Yeah, I think they are. Some players read it too much. Fans have a voice, but you don't have to read the good or the bad. But going back to the beat writers, I think a lot of times a beat writer is one of those guys that you see every day. And you're looking to challenge him and when he writes something bad, and also you want to pat him on the back when he writes something good. But I think you got to look at the beat writer and understand he's doing his job. You got to kind of separate that. But a lot of times, when there's a beat writer interact with a player, a lot of times it's bad, especially if the beat writer has written something negative toward the player. I wish they could separate those guys, and also the players could separate the beat writers from fans.
Here's Teodosic. Reed. It's good on the putback.
And one team is just completely outclassing the other tonight. Spirited performance, and it really ignited what is turning out to be a monster win here for Philadelphia.
As one-sided as it gets today, you know, there were some dominant moments in there about every facet of this game for that team.
Yeah, I mean, Kevin, it's hard to think of what didn't go right for them. Game planning by the coaches, execution by the players, everything was just on target.
And for the year now, they'll have 52 wins under the belt.
A 2-game season series, they win them both and complete the sweep.
And you know, looking back at all the contributions tonight, it was a really phenomenal all-around game for Baddest-One.
There wasn't much they could do to slow him down as he was converting every good chance he got. And just putting the finishing touches on this one, they have been on fire.
I mean, a fantastic run. The guys are really clicking, and the scoreboard reflects that.
Here's Teodosic. There's the pick to the inside. Great communication on the alley-oop.
Oh, Kevin, get a load of that one. Take that play and put it in the alley-oop textbook, boy.
Perfectly done. You're right. He put it on a platter for him. And out of bounds as the Clippers gain possession. 23 seconds left in the fourth quarter. Feeds it to Jackson. Johnson the screen. Johnson sends the screen for Jackson. No good on that one. Some solid defense from Johnson. Here's Baddest-One. Launches it. No good. So it's Philadelphia winning this one easily, and the outcome of this one was never in doubt.
And boy, they really put in a supreme effort. It just felt like once they had that lead and it was comfortable, they were not going to relinquish it.
And that about wraps it up. For Steve Smith, Greg Anthony, and David Aldridge, this is Kevin Harlan thanking you for tuning in. So long, everyone.